I'm Eric Doolittle, the chaplain of the college. Would you please join me in a quick reflection? Throughout this year, a group of faculty and staff have been exploring the idea of vocation. It's a tough word to define, but it comes from the idea that each of us has unique attributes and a calling and sense of purpose in our lives. Today, as we celebrate academic achievements of our students, we do so recognizing the work that is done to get to this place is the starting point of a lifetime of discovering meaning and purpose. One person I have found with much wisdom on this topic is Parker Palmer, an author, educator, and activist who focuses on issues of education, spirituality, and social change. I want to share a quote from his book, Let Your Life Speak, Listening for the Voice of Vocation, to frame my blessing for us today. The quote, "As young people, we are surrounded by expectations that may have little to do with who we really are. Expectation held by people who are not trying to discern our selfhood, but to fit us into slots." I'm going to say it again. Sometimes, all stages of life, we are surrounded by expectations that may have little to do with who we really are. Expectations held by people who are not trying to discern our selfhood, but to fit us into slots. Will you join me in an attitude of reflection and prayer? Unknowable wisdom, you have planted in each of us a seed of understanding, a kernel of the infinite that we cannot fully comprehend. Through the course of our life, the seed has been nurtured by our own curiosity, by encouraging parents and family members, by teachers, educators, and professors, by our desire to become fully who you would have us to be. Today, we celebrate the achievements of our students in their quest for truth, light, and meaning. Remind each of us that the seed of understanding planted in us never stops growing. Its roots delve deeper into the sense of who we are made to be, and it stretches out into the world and into the infinite sky. All that is required is that we water it with our time, nourish it with our curiosity, and share the fruits it does of good in the world. Bless us with a wholehearted belief that the voice we hear gently calling us forward, the urge to look over the horizon, is you drawing us to seek our full selves through the wonder of the world around us. May our time today and all our celebrations through the end of this academic year echo with truth and beam with light. Add to this prayer, unknowable one, your blessings. Amen. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Honors Convocation. We are so pleased to be able to honor all of our outstanding students and to be able to welcome you to our campus and to this event. Before we get started with the actual ceremony, I would be remiss if I did not thank one critically important group of individuals who has helped our students with all of their achievements and allowed us to get to where we are today. So, the faculty are here, if you wouldn't mind standing. Thank you for all that you do for our students. You may be seated. Our mission at North Central College is that we are a diverse community of learners dedicated to preparing students to be curious, engaged, ethical, and purposeful citizens and leaders in local, national, and global context. What you will see on display today as we honor our students is the embodiment of our mission. Today has really been devoted to our students. As we began with the Raw Symposium this morning, we had the opportunities for students to present their independent and collaborative faculty research. We also had oral presentations of a variety of kind. And you will see the fruit of that work as you learn more about our students today. It has been a delight for me as president to witness each and every part of our mission statement being enacted. I got to spend some time this morning at the poster sessions, and I will tell you that our students are absolutely very curious. They're very curious about the world and their role in it and how they are going to make contributions. One of the first questions I asked each student after they gave me their wonderful spiels on their projects, most of which I followed. There's one chemistry I didn't quite get. But I asked all of them, this is such a great project, why were you interested in this topic? And every student told me without fail that their topic had something to do with solving a world problem, something about the career that they wanted to do. I got to hear about graduate study and their future plans. And it was really great for me to see curiosity in the selection of their research projects. It was also really interesting today to see there are other students walking around with notebooks and taking pictures of the posters, which led me to take pictures of the posters that I didn't quite get because I'm curious. I'm going to study them and learn more in my leisure. I have not been to an honor symposium where other students interact with students and take notes, and you could see the wheels turning in terms of what they were thinking about for their own senior honors theses projects or collaborative research with faculty. Such a thrill. Now I know some of them were doing class projects, but even then, they were very curious about the subjects that they were learning about. We saw lots of engagement in these presentations. All of the projects demonstrated not just knowledge of the topic, but real application of the theory. Again, it's connected to the ways that they think about exploring their worlds and the ways in which they will contribute to it. Some of the projects were not just for the semester, but for the year. Many of them started in the summer. It was really delightful to hear one project and the iteration that will be part of the Summer Research Scholars Program. So they're really engaged in all of that work. There was lots of ethical and moral decision-making on display. Okay, so I met with one group of students who were studying crickets, and I learned a lot. But I was really amazed because the introduction to their study started with the impact of climate control. And they were really interested in how changes in climate affect the food supply for particular animals, and they were studying crickets. Isn't that interesting that they were able to take that ethical dilemma and really take the knowledge and apply it in that particular way? Our students are very purposeful. I learned about dry land exercise. See, you're learning about dry land exercise. Dry land exercises occur with swimmers, and from what I can tell, it's the equivalent of what the rest of us would do in terms of aerobic activity outside of the pool. But I also learned about how that's connected to the exercises, the resistance that occurs in water with particular swimming poses. Yes, very interesting. When I asked why she was interested in that study, she explained that she's also having the opportunity to serve as a swim coach, and so it was just knowledge for athletic training degree, but also applied for the work that she hopes to do and is doing now with young people. Our students are purposeful in taking their learning and extending it to wisdom, to knowledge, and that sense of discernment. The last thing I will say about the entire experience and what you will also see examined is a word that I think we might need to add to our mission statement, and that is transformation. I had the opportunity to attend the Exploring Identity session for one of the oral presentations, and something very similar to what Chaplain Eric Doolittle just said was said by one of our students. He said, as part of his story, that Al Carius, who's one of our wonderful coaches who really builds character, told in a presentation that you need to be you instead of what others are trying to force you to be. It's really similar. I love it when we have connection to what Eric Doolittle said. I have watched in this just short year the students in their transformation, and that powerful transformation experience that happens alongside of our wonderful faculty and staff is designed and will help them to be great citizens and leaders in our world. I'm so proud of all of you, and congratulations for everything that you've done. So welcome again. I am now pleased to introduce our Provost, Dr. Goke Periola.
Thank you for your comments, Dr. Thomas, and good afternoon. I want to thank everyone in the audience and on the stage for taking the time to join us today as we recognize the accomplishments of our students. And on behalf of the faculty, I offer my hearty congratulations to our award winners. Congratulations. Students, during your journey here at North Central College, you have worked hard toward your accomplishments and have had an impact on your cardinal community. You have grown as scholars and as people, and the pride we feel in recognizing you today is certainly one thing that makes teaching so worthwhile. I also know you'll agree that you have had support all along the way, whether from faculty, staff, coaches, family, and friends. I encourage you to take time in the weeks ahead to thank those who have helped you to be your best. Let us now begin with the awards. Faculty members will present awards within their disciplines, grouped by school or college, in alphabetical order, starting with the College of Arts and Sciences.
On behalf of the Art and Design Department faculty, I am pleased to announce that Shelby Brown is the recipient of the 2024 Diane Davignon Award. Congratulations on your fine achievement. Shelby, as a dedicated assistant at Schoner Gallery and the president of Slip Club, you welcome visitors and students, engaging them about contemporary art and ceramics. An avid creator with an extensive portfolio, you have developed a recognizable personal aesthetic in your ceramics with your contemporary approach to classical and mythical painted imagery. Beyond your exhibitions on campus, you also showcased your artwork at a juried exhibition in St. Charles. An exemplary student, faculty across the department appreciate your active participation in critiques and discussions. They also noted how incredibly generous you are, always willing to help a peer in need. Your constant presence and practice in the studio not only contribute to your own work, but also support and inspire fellow students. Our department is a more vibrant and desirable place for everyone thanks to your energy and commitment to serve. Your leadership role in student art sales and events have been a vital source of community building and will be terribly missed. You exemplify a spirit of collaboration, most recently demonstrated in the Talavera event with the Latinx Student Association. Your cooperation was above and beyond, playing a crucial role in the popular event's success and building community. We are confident that you will continue to make thoughtful artwork, inspiring others, and build community wherever you are. We can't wait to celebrate your future achievements. Congratulations. On behalf of the Art and Design Department faculty, I am pleased to announce that Austin Scott is the recipient of 2024 Outstanding Major in Art and Design Award. Congratulations on your fine achievement. Austin, you're an active participant and a delight to have in the Art and Design Department. As a prolific designer and an NCAA men's volleyball player, you leave a lasting impression across campus. You mentored students through your role as the creative director and student design agency and contributed to the visual communication of NCC sports information as a student designer. Proven by your internships and portfolio, we are confident that you are bound to make a positive impact in the design industry. A model student in the classroom, faculty praise your work across all disciplines of art and design, remarking that you consistently bring positive energy and insight. Your presence enhances the quality of the class discussions and critiques, making them more enriching for everyone involved. You set a high standard with your exceptional work ethic and dedication. Your commitment serves as an inspirational benchmark for your peers, elevating the overall class performance. They also appreciated how, working with a variety of new art materials, you embraced the challenge and committed to problem solving, showcasing your aesthetic and design skills based on a solid sketchbook and research practice. Austin, we're thrilled that you will be with us for one more year and look forward to seeing the great success you continue to achieve.
Some years, it's really tough to name the outstanding major. This year, we are blessed to have a really stellar set of biochemistry graduates who did great things in the classrooms, the laboratories, and beyond. And yet, Thomas Shaddy was a clear and outstanding choice for the outstanding major in biochemistry this year. But the truth is, outstanding doesn't really describe it. Now, sure, he crushed all of his classes, clearly going above and beyond our expectations. He really engaged with the material, asked those deep, creative, insightful questions. He delightfully pushed me and other faculty by seeking more detail into the biochemical mechanisms that allow life to work. But how does that work? Tell me more. And on top of that, he did some great summer research with Nancy Peterson, another summer with me, and another summer in a cancer biology group at Johns Hopkins. He's been deeply involved in the life of the department, always generous with his time to help set up labs, assist other students, and supporting student organizations. So, outstanding? Certainly. But I think it's fair to say that Thomas Shaddy exceeds outstanding. He's one of the best biochem majors we've had in the last decade or so. He's currently working on finding a position in a lab, working on the molecular biology of cancer, to use that experience as a stepping stone towards an elite PhD program. From there, the sky's the limit. Congratulations.
I am so pleased to present the Biology Outstanding Major Award to Justin Salas. I was fortunate to have Justin work in my lab over the past 4 years, and he developed techniques that we will be using in the future for many years. Beyond performing well in his courses, Justin has been a leader in several student organizations, including Tri Beta and SMACS. And the trait that stood out most to Justin's professors was his leadership. In the lab and in his classes, Justin was a mentor. He was kind and patient to many of his classmates and younger students. Justin has plans to become a physician assistant, and it is clear that he has the brains, and more importantly, the heart, to be an excellent medical practitioner. We're very proud of you, and congratulations, Justin.
On behalf of the Chemistry Department faculty, I am very pleased to announce Maria Alvarado as the recipient of this year's Outstanding Chemistry Major Award. Maria has been selected for this honor because she has been an exemplary scholar, a productive researcher, a very active participant in the life of the chemistry department and the college, and an ambassador for NCC. Throughout her 4 years, Maria has consistently demonstrated what it means to be a dedicated student in the classroom and in the lab, particularly through her 2 independent research projects. Her involvement outside the chemistry department with the Office of Admissions, Cardinal First, the Latinx Student Association, for which she served as president, and Blue Key Honor Society, for which she also served as president, highlights her commitment to being an engaged campus citizen. Finally, Maria's very successful REU at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, for which she received 2 federally funded awards, underscores her initiative, resourcefulness, and competence as a researcher and student of chemistry. This fall, Maria will begin the pursuit of her PhD in chemistry at the University of Iowa. Congratulations, Maria.
Clean up nice. This year's outstanding physics major is Andrew Garcia. Andrew transferred to us in the middle of his junior year, and that's not a thing that usually happens in physics. But in his 2 years with us, he has blown us away. Andrew has done outstanding work throughout our curriculum, effectively synthesizing the mathematical description and conceptual understanding of complex natural phenomena. Andrew has grown into a leader in the classroom and in the laboratory. He is engaged and confident, and deservedly so. He's always ready to contribute effectively to a discussion and to ask deep and meaningful questions. But beyond the curriculum, Andrew has excelled at the doing of physics by engaging in research. He completed a National Science Foundation internship at Indiana University last summer, and this fall and spring he has worked with me on my contributions to the muon G-2 experiment at Fermilab. Andrew mastered and improved the instrument that we have been developing over the last few years, and in December and January we finally made it to the lab and made our measurements, complete with all the drama that field work can have come with it. Throughout, he performed beautifully. Makes Mentor proud. While he awaits commencement, he is analyzing that data, and it will contribute to the precision of the final results that will come from that experiment. Not bad. Andrew will be attending graduate school in the fall, although the details are still shaking out. I have no doubts that he will succeed in this endeavor. I guess you're going to Denver. Please join me in congratulating Andrew, outstanding physics major for 2024.
Jesse Hudgens has been a major contributor to the sound of North Central College's radio station, WONC, for the past 4 years. But this year, his impact has been greater than ever. Jesse has worked hard to find the best artists that fit the station's pure rock sound, combing through newly released music from unknown or underappreciated artists who deserve a shot. He's also devoted a lot of time to teaching a group of new staffers his methods so that next year, after he graduates, they'll continue to provide the station's listeners with a great experience. In addition to excelling in his duties in the music department, Jesse has been awarded for his on-air work, receiving accolades from both the Illinois Broadcasters Association and the Intercollegiate Broadcasting Systems Awards. He co-created 2 specialty shows in his freshman year, Alternage and Roommate Reviews, which have since become some of WONC's top weekly programming and have expanded into companion podcasts. The impact that Jesse has made during his time at WONC will be felt for many years to come, and he set a very high bar for future WONC staffers. It's my pleasure to present Jesse with the John Madormo Outstanding Student in Broadcasting Award. All right. Olivia Rosenberg is this year's Outstanding Major in Communication Studies. A double major in Communication Studies and Sociology, Olivia has excelled in both the theoretical understanding of disciplinary concepts and their practical application in research. In her capstone course, Communication Theory and Methods, she explored the literature on women's uses of apologies as means of reflecting their awareness of their less powerful status. As a senior next year, she will continue to explore this topic, executing an independent study for which she intends to interview professional women about their uses of apologies. She serves as news director and public affairs director at WONC and was nominated for Best Newscast and Best News Feature Story at the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Awards held not long ago in New York City. She is part of a student team writing analyses of overlooked news stories that will be published in Project Censored State of the Free Press 2025, which will be released next December. And she is one of the leaders of North Central's campus chapter of the National Organization for Women. We all in the department honestly look forward to having Olivia back in our courses again next year. Congratulations. Hannah Pruitt, and you'll be seeing her more than once here. Hannah Pruitt has been on North Central College's forensics team for 3 years, and she serves as this year's team captain. In forensics, students compete against other schools no matter the size, from small liberal arts colleges like ours to state universities to even flagship state universities. Hannah is recognized as one of the top public speakers in intercollegiate forensics in the state of Illinois, and her passion for talking about complex issues affecting single mothers undergirds much of her research. Hannah's national accolades are also noteworthy, as she has garnered a number of top awards in informative and persuasive speaking, including top 10 finishes in each at Pi Kappa Delta National Conference, where she helped to lead the team to a top 10 placement. This year's outstanding student in forensics is Hannah Pruitt. Angela Kessar. Okay. Angela Kessar, sorry. I had these in the wrong order. Angela Kessar is this year's outstanding major in interactive media studies. An honors student with a tremendous academic record, she is also part of Cardinal First and Breakaway. According to her professors, she makes the classroom a vibrant place with her involved inquiry and the high standards she sets for herself as well as for her peers. She excels in design as much as in interactive media studies. She's a supportive team player and will actually serve next year as a proctor for our web design class. We're excited that Angela will be back in our courses again next year. Congratulations, Angela. To be successful in the current journalism and media landscape, one must have many talents as a journalist, a public speaker, a broadcaster, and as a savvy social media user. Sam Corbett has demonstrated his talents in each of these areas and more in his time at North Central College as part of WONC and also our campus newspaper, NCC Linked, The Chronicle. Among the many things Sam has accomplished at WONC are the following. He served as the main play-by-play voice of North Central College football for the past 2 seasons and has broadcast 3 national championship games, likely something no other college student in the country can claim to have done. Sam's dedication to improving his craft has earned him numerous awards from both the Illinois Broadcasters Association and the Intercollegiate Broadcasting Systems Awards. At the Chronicle, Sam's contributions as sports editor have shown that his talents as a journalist match his tremendous skills as an on-air broadcaster. As Sam prepares to enter the sports broadcasting industry upon graduation, he's among the most prepared, most talented, and should be one of the most sought-after young broadcasters in the field. It's my pleasure to name Sam Corbett as Outstanding Student in Journalism and Media Communication. All right, Hannah Pruitt again. Yes, Hannah Pruitt is this year's Outstanding Organizational Communication major. Hannah is, according to her professors, a remarkably clear writer, a perceptive listener, and a thoughtful contributor to class discussions. A top competitor on our forensics team and a dedicated tutor for North Central's Speaking Center. What distinguishes Hannah as truly outstanding is her ability to use her organizational communication major as a lens to understand her other passions, such as her term project this past term, analyzing the organizational dynamics of the speech team, and her capstone project on organizational narratives that beautifully synthesizes all of her academic work. As a Speaking Center tutor, she is empathetic, helps the students she tutors feel comfortable, and provides them with constructive and supportive feedback. Congratulations, Hannah.
On behalf of the Computer Science and Engineering Department, I am more than happy to recognize Joshua Buer as the recipient of the Outstanding Major Award. In addition to excellent academic record, he has contributed to department-related extracurricular activities and has always shown his passion for pioneering computer science fields. Joshua and his project team conducted research with me, and his outstanding research and coding skills led us to publish the deep learning-based conference paper and submit a journal manuscript. I am so proud of all his academic achievements. I will miss him a lot after graduation and always wish him success as a professional computer scientist and engineer. Congratulations, Joshua.
The Outstanding Major in English Award recognizes a student who excels in the classroom and who contributes to the community of the department more broadly. This year's winner is Elizabeth Morris. The faculty describe her as endlessly curious, confident, and flexible. Lizzie is actually an English Lit major with a creative writing minor, and her honors thesis was a poetry collection based on her experiences as a barista. The girl has range, is what I'm trying to say. Her senior capstone, which she presented at the National Undergraduate Research Conference, explores the representation of Indigenous American experiences in popular literature, AKA Twilight. Faculty and peers commend her in-class contributions. She approaches each text as an analytical yet creative challenge. She is equal parts funny, steady, self-aware, and empathetic. These qualities also mean that she truly listens to her peers and builds them up. Within and beyond the department, Elizabeth has planned and led events, she's studied abroad, and she's pursued research opportunities. And she's done it all while working almost full-time during her entire undergraduate career. Lizzie, you impress us with your dedication to English, even as you balance so much, and you do it all so well. It's incredible. Congratulations. The Outstanding Major in Literature Award recognizes a student who excels in critical analysis and argumentation and who contributes to the classroom's community's production of knowledge. This year's winner, Rebecca Elson, certainly does both. Her writing shows an impressive level of engagement with ideas and words. Always seeking feedback and working to improve, she brings the same slate of analytical and rhetorical moves to her work in the Writing Center. One faculty member observed, "Within a few minutes of being around Rebecca, it is clear that she holds knowledge in such high esteem. Her values of democratizing literature and making ideas more accessible in the world reflect North Central's own commitment to enlightenment and community." Her writing is described as sensitive, closely read, and theoretically sophisticated, evidenced by her having 2 projects accepted at national conferences this year. She is such a talented writer because she is first and always a dedicated reader. She always comes to class prepared, reading and thinking deeply before and during discussion, and drawing conclusions and connecting threads from your classmates' comments and questions. Carthage's loss was North Central's gain. Congratulations, Rebecca. The Outstanding Major in Writing Award recognizes a student for their achievement in craft and in the Writers' Workshop. During her 4 years in the department, this year's winner, Jules Billings, has been consistently meritorious. One nominator wrote, "Jules Billings writes like a seasoned professional, bringing a concern for truth-telling and fairness to all her projects. She's determined to draft an essay till it hits with persuasive power and airtight logic." Whether she's writing for the creative writing classroom, a literary analysis, or in her role as co-editor of the Chronicle, she brings the same commitment to excellence, specificity, and putting the right word in the right place. She understands genre and audience as well as writers who've worked decades longer. In creative writing workshops and in the Writing Center, peers and faculty commend her ability to help other writers, always ready with provocative questions yet respectful of difference. Her senior capstone demonstrated a capacity for creative nonfiction. In her capstone, she explored the diversity of insects and linked them to her father's life and his work as an educator. What was it called? My Dad's Life, the Bug Scientist? My Dad, the Bug Scientist. In the process of narrating the lives of bugs, you told stories that ached and soared about the pains and joys of growing up, becoming an individual in a large family, and the meaning of a life well spent. Never has the stink bug been such an agent of catharsis. Jules, simply put, you build community through words, and we have all benefited from it. Congratulations.
On behalf of the History Department, I am delighted to announce that Jennifer Smith is the recipient of the award for the Outstanding Major in Social Science History. A future teacher, Jenny has completed the regular history major's requirements, plus additional courses in political science, economics, geography, psychology, and education in preparation to teach high school social studies. Jenny has excelled academically and has been inducted into the Phi Alpha Theta History Honor Society. She wrote an excellent original research paper for her history capstone course entitled Democratization, Education Reform, and Women's Rights, the Story of Coeducation in Japan from 1945 to 1952, which drew upon a rich variety of primary and secondary sources to illustrate the ways in which Japan sought to create a more gender-inclusive and equitable educational system following its defeat in World War II. Jenny's involvement with history extends beyond the classroom, helping us organize events and more effectively serve our student needs and interests. We are very proud of Jenny as she prepares for her new career as a teacher, and we know she'll be an exceptional mentor to her students and wish her continued success. Thank you. On behalf of the History Department, I am pleased to announce that Nathan Schwarzkopf is a recipient of the James Henry Breasted 1890 Outstanding Major in History Award. James Henry Breasted was a North Central College graduate in the class of 1890 who became a historian, archaeologist, and international authority on ancient Egypt. He was a professor at the University of Chicago, founded their Oriental Institute, and was elected president of the American Historical Association. Nate has excelled in all of his history courses and has been inducted into the Phi Alpha Theta Honor Society. His history capstone paper was titled Amusing to All, Segregation, Discrimination, and Perseverance in Chicago's Amusement Parks from 1893 to 1950. This original research paper does an excellent job weaving together primary and secondary sources to discuss efforts by African Americans in the face of intense racial discrimination to create more inclusive spaces for recreation in Chicago. His work was also featured as part of today's oral presentations, and Nate will also be coming up again later on to be recognized for his work in the French program. In addition to being a standout history major, Nate has also found opportunities to apply and develop his expertise through his professional work with the North Central College Archives. We wish Nate continued success and thank him for serving as a role model for our future majors to follow. Congratulations.
This year's outstanding major in actuarial science is Simona Hudakova. When she first arrived at North Central, Simona made an immediate impression on her professors who saw tremendous potential in her, and I think really tried to encourage her to believe in herself as much as we did. I think she embraced that message because fast forward to today, in addition to excelling in her coursework, Simona has already passed an actuarial science exam and completed an impressive internship with Blue Cross Blue Shield, which led to a full-time position as an actuarial analyst after graduation. What's equally impressive about Simona is that during her time here, she has been a leader among her peers as a member of the women's lacrosse team and student comptroller. She played an important role in the continuing growth of the actuarial science program and encouraged her classmates to see their own wonderful potential. Thank you, Simona, for your hard work and dedication. Congratulations on this award. This year's outstanding major in applied mathematics is Jeffrey Himmelgarn. At first, Jeffrey comes across as a quiet thinker, as a reflective student, and he certainly is those things, taking in the day's lesson and going home to wrestle with the material until he's mastered it. But this quiet nature immediately disappears if the conversation turns to statistics, to applying math to solve real-world problems, because then Jeffrey lights up. He immediately starts sharing tidbits and ideas that you can tell he finds so interesting that everyone around him, he thinks, must know that this idea exists. It's a joy to be a part of, and I'm so grateful to Jeffrey for sharing that part of himself with us and his peers these past few years. While at NCC, Jeffrey found a way to balance his academic and athletic responsibilities. He was part of the men's basketball team and served as a role model for other student athletes. After graduation, Jeffrey will be pursuing a master's degree in sports engineering from Purdue University. Jeffrey, congratulations, and we wish you all the best. This year's outstanding major in mathematics is Griffin Chapman. For us mere mortals, when we learn a new abstract idea, it likely sparks questions and it feels a little clunky for a while until we practice and play. And if we're lucky, that abstract idea will eventually feel comfortable. In this respect, Griffin Chapman is no mere mortal. When he encounters a theoretical math idea, it sparks not just questions, but deep questions. He then seems to skip that entire clunky practice phase and goes immediately to deep understanding, to putting the theory in context with connections to all he's learned previously. It is impressive to watch, and the faculty of North Central has been lucky enough to get front row seats to watch Griffin use his natural abilities to grow in knowledge and then to immediately and humbly gift his understanding to his peers. Whether it's discussing material from a shared course, serving as a preceptor, or sharing his interests and talent with high school students during student teaching. Griffin, it has been a joy having you as part of our department these past 4 years. We are all so proud of the mathematician you have become.
I'm pleased to announce that the recipient of the Outstanding Major in Mechanical Engineering is Luke Zobrist. I have taught him several courses in his senior year. I found him a diligent, curious, mature, and hardworking student with a great attitude. His work is always exceptional, detailed, well-researched, and practical. Luke, the professors of the Mechanical Engineering Department are incredibly proud of everything that you have accomplished and wish you all the success in the future. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I am pleased to present the 2024 recipient for the Outstanding Major in Electrical Engineering. His name is Christopher Folt. Unfortunately, he was not able to come this afternoon. Chris was a challenging student. You never hear that word in this studies, right? But he was the type of challenging in the good way, in the way that every faculty in engineering would like to have a student like that. In classes, his work was always exceptional, detailed, comprehensive, well-researched, and practical. All this was demonstrated at the end of the semester, where he will always present amazing engineering projects. Outside of class, he became a role model for his classmates. He will mentor and guide them, enhancing their learning experience and fostering the development of new engineering skills. He is the founder of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers at NCC. So this society, he founded the club. This society is the most important society in the world for electrical engineers, and he founded that club here at NCC. We are proud, all the faculty of the engineering department, we are proud of Chris, and we wish him all the best in the future. Congratulations to Chris.
On On behalf of the Department of Modern and Classical Languages, I am very pleased to recognize the following students for excellence in language and cultural studies. First, we recognize Julia Vitucci as the 2024 Outstanding Student in Chinese. From the outset of her studies here, Julie has exhibited exceptional academic prowess, an independent mindset, and an unwavering commitment to learning Chinese language and culture. The faculty members in the Chinese program note that her mastery of the Chinese language has far exceeded expectations. Her exemplary language skills were prominently showcased in the 2023 Midwest College Student Speech Contest, where she not only achieved first place among her peers, but also thoughtfully blended anthropology and Chinese culture studies into a captivating rendition of the Chan terracotta soldier's speech. Her leadership and dedication extend beyond the academic classroom. We note how she has been instrumental in fostering a supportive and collaborative environment among her peers, organizing study groups, providing assistance to fellow Chinese language learners. Her tireless efforts have inspired and motivated others to embark on similar linguistic and cultural journeys. Well done, Julia. Bravo. Nathan Schwarzkopf has been selected as the recipient of our current Outstanding Student in French Award. Nathan has been a consistent leader in our program, from serving as president of the French Club to modeling proper research and engagement within our courses. He's a member of the North Central College chapter of the French National Honor Society and has served as official tutor for the French program. With empathy and insight, Nathan is able to address a wide range of contemporary and historical social issues related to France and the Francophone world. In a current course on Francophone cultures, he recently presented work on important symbolism in the literature from the French Antilles. As a history and French studies major last summer, he provided key support as a research assistant to one of our faculty members working on a digital humanities project on a medieval French text. Earlier today, Nathan presented two different projects at the Royal Symposium, presenting a kind of innovative and cultural studies that is sure of further study and his accomplishments. Nathan, thank you for your valuable contributions to our program. Bravo, monsieur. Alexander. The Outstanding Student in German Award this year goes to Alexander Wickerstein. The faculty members in German note that Andrew is an enthusiastic, Alexander, my apologies, is an enthusiastic and energetic speaker and learner of German, a role model to his fellow students and an inspiration to his professors. As a student scholar of German language and culture, a member of Delta Phi Alpha, he is well on his way to fulfilling his dream of becoming a high school German teacher. His students will be very lucky. In conjunction with the German Club, Andrew has presented Alexander. We have a problem, don't we? I have the problem, you're fine. Alexander has participated in a wide array of German-related language and cultural immersive events on campus, in the community, and in Chicago. His work in the German courses is characterized by nuanced insight and attention to social justice. And today is also a good day to note his active scholarly research. This morning, he presented his second research presentation in 2 years at the Royal Symposium. Bravo, Alexander. The faculty in the Japanese program has selected Junron Chen to receive the Outstanding Student in Japanese Award. Junrong has demonstrated outstanding personal and social academic skills in her pursuit of her studies of Japanese at North Central. Always an active participant in the Japan Club activities, she has graciously made herself available to help others and has helped to form strong bonds among the current cohort of students during a time of transition. She completed a very successful study abroad experience in Japan and then created a presentation about that study abroad to encourage others to go as well. The faculty members in the Japanese program report that she works diligent for her courses, and that in particular, she can be counted on to provide well-organized, thoughtful presentations. Recently, Junrong achieved a level 2 rating on the Japanese language proficiency test, which is the second highest of 5 levels on this particularly demanding exam. A member of the Japanese National Honor Society, she never stops working on her Japanese, and we anticipate great things from her in the future. Congratulations, Junrong. Bravo, well done. The Spanish faculty at North Central enthusiastically honor Maren Wilder as the 2024 Outstanding Student in Spanish. In her pursuit of a Spanish major here, Maren has maintained academic excellence from the beginning of her time at North Central. The faculty in the Spanish program state that she embodies what it means to major in Spanish, displaying distinguished commitment to academic achievement and leadership among students. She is collegial, generous, and a devoted student interested in gender issues. Her thoughtful comments in class and her commitment to pursuing interdisciplinary angles of issues distinguish her from her peers. This sophisticated approach to issues in the Hispanic world helped her complete a complex research project for a recent course on Latino theater, performance, and activism. Maren is a talented writer in Spanish and has developed near-native fluency during her study abroad experience last year in Seville, Spain. Maren, your success can be found inside and outside the Spanish classroom, and we celebrate what you've done and what you will do in the future. Bravo.
On behalf of the music faculty, I'm pleased to present the Clarence June Outstanding Music Award to Colin Kempster. Here's the collection of messages from the music faculty. From Dr. Van Orion. Colin is one of the hardest working, most dedicated music students we have had at North Central. He always has a positive attitude and enthusiasm inspires the other members of his section. From Dr. Kelly. Colin is a tireless worker. He's always willing to help, whether it be volunteering to help a classmate, play drums in a combo, or help a music education student learn more about percussion technique. He's a fixture in the music department, always practicing as much as he can and keen to absorb as much knowledge as he can from his professor. And from Professor Pasteur. Colin always arrives at his lessons prepared and with specific questions, a sign of his deep care for music. His constant preparation and initiative in leading his own group demonstrate his exceptional growth and dedication. Colin showcases remarkable potential as both a musician and a leader. From Professor Kaufman. Colin is a fantastic musician and an even better person. It's a lot of responsibility to play the drum set and the big band. Quote, the band leader owns the bus, but the drummer drives the bus. Colin, congratulations. It's obviously well-deserved and will not be a surprise to anyone. Keep on driving the bus. Colin, you won my heart over since the first day I had you in my class, and we all miss your kindness and generosity. We can't wait to see where the future takes you. Congratulations. I'm pleased to present the Outstanding Music Education Award to Taylor Woods. I also have a collection of messages for Taylor. From Professor Corvid, Taylor embodies many of the qualities that will make her an impactful music educator, as she's always curious and engaged in the learning process. In vocal pedagogy and applied voice, she consistently challenged herself, asking thought-provoking questions and never settling for less than her best. From Dr. Kelly, Taylor is a force of positivity. She's always there to help advocate for the NCC music education program, whether it be at an activity fair in RESREC or at the Illinois Music Education Conference in Peoria. Her smile and outgoing nature are infectious. You simply can't be anything but cheerful in her presence. She's humble, teachable, ambitious, and driven. She will inspire generations of students and music educators to come. From Dr. Wiz. Taylor is an infectious, positive musician, leader, teacher, and scholar. She's demonstrated an all-in approach to her work and to helping those around her. She has been a member and officer of concert choir, NCME, chamber singer, and a departmental volunteer for multiple recruiting events. Taylor's academic and musical strengths, combined with her people skill, have made her an exemplar for the Department of Music, and most certainly ensure her success as she enters the fields of music teaching and performing. Taylor, thank you for always helping us with the recruiting event. However, you being the music educator, will be the best recruiting that we will ever have. We can't be more proud of you. Congratulations.
Every year, the philosophy department selects one student who not only does excellent in their academic pursuits, but truly embodies the spirit of intellectual curiosity and love of learning, indicative of the Socratic notion that philosophy begins in wonder, to be selected as our outstanding major. This year's outstanding major in philosophy is Evan G. Gray. G joined our department as a transfer student from COD 2 years ago. And despite being here for only 2 years, G has made a lasting impact on the life of the department, and most especially within the classroom since joining our program. This is in large part due to G's excellent skills as a writer, communicator, arguer, but also their enthusiastic, yet simultaneously always chill presence in the classroom. As a double major in philosophy and psychology, G embodies the spirit of interdisciplinarity, constantly finding connections between their training in psychology and the various philosophers that we study. G has been active in student research, presenting at numerous conferences, and interning at A Time to Heal in Naperville in preparation for graduate study in clinical psychology. G, we know your future holds great things, and we are excited to see how you continue to bridge psychology, ethics, and philosophy in your career pursuits. Congratulations.
On behalf of my colleagues in Religious Studies and North Central College, I am pleased to honor Vivian Thurmond with the 2024 Outstanding Student Award in Religious Studies. Clearly, you can see Vivian. Vivian was not able to be with us here today, but we still want to congratulate them. Vivian embodies all the characteristics of a cardinal, but I will highlight a few. To begin, Vivian is wildly curious and engaged. They read voraciously, ask daring questions, and fearlessly think out loud in class. As a result, Vivian is a top performer in their religious studies courses and consistently raises the bar for creative and critical dialogue with their peers. Vivian is also a campus leader, committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. They serve as treasurer for Outreach, North Central's LGBTQIA+ student org, which promotes awareness about and community for our queer students. Similarly, Vivian plans to be a preceptor for nature and well-being and encourage others to pursue personal and planetary wellness, an aim they hope to continue to pursue in professional chaplaincy. Finally, Vivian is far more than pure talent. They are what I would call a real learner, humble enough to accept feedback and brave enough to change. Their reward is tremendous personal growth as a researcher, thinker, writer, and artist. And for this, we are proud of you, Vivian.
On behalf of the Political Science Department, I'm pleased to announce that Ethan Garrard has been selected as the recipient of the Outstanding Major in Political Science Award. Ethan is one of the most creative and ambitious students we've had in the Department of Political Science. From the very moment he set foot on campus, he was determined to take control of his learning and his education, and learn as much as he could, as quickly as he could. And not just on campus, he was going to travel the world with us. For instance, not content to just learn about democracy from a book, he traveled to Greece on a study-away trip his first year on campus. Over and over again, Ethan has impressed the department with his intellectual rigor, classroom leadership, and humility. a student who wants to learn and is comfortable putting himself in a vulnerable intellectual space. Ethan's outstanding academic work and commitment to social justice represent the very best of the political science program at North Central College. Congratulations, Ethan, on this well-deserved award. You are a leader inside and out of the classroom, and we look forward to watching your future success.
The 2024 Outstanding Major in Psychology is Nicole Brandy. I've worked with Nicole as a student, preceptor, and research assistant. As a preceptor, Nicole helped students work through difficult course concepts and provided students with valuable developmental feedback. As a research assistant, Nicole worked on an international multi-lab replication project exploring construal level theory, and a novel project exploring course modalities, psychological distance, and level of abstraction. Nicole's contributions to these projects included evaluating scholarly research, generating research questions, developing research materials, and collecting data. Nicole is reliable, hardworking, collaborative, detail-oriented, and exceptionally bright. Nicole is actively involved in campus life and our community. Nicole was a team captain for our cross-country and track and field teams, earning all conference and all region honors in cross-country. She was active in Psychology Club and Psychi, serving as an officer for both organizations. Finally, at a faculty recital featuring the work of our English, psychology, and music faculty, Nicole and friends started the wave to show their enthusiasm for the performance. This was possibly the first successfully initiated wave ever for this type of event. Nicole has a heart for service and helping others. She has worked with Opportunity Enterprises supporting adults and children with disabilities and is completing an internship with Easter Seals as an occupational therapy aide. Thank you, Nicole, for your contributions to our community, and we wish you the very best as you continue your education in the occupational therapy graduate program at Elmhurst University this fall.
The 2024 Outstanding Major in Neuroscience is Faith Bicking. In 2021, I was looking for a research assistant, and a colleague wrote to me and said, "Do you know Faith? She gets stuff done, and she does it well." So I invited Faith to join the team, and for the next year, Faith got stuff done, and it was done well. Faith earned authorship on a project that was presented at a national conference in psychology. For the next 2 years, in the classroom, as a course preceptor, as a campus leader, Faith got stuff done, and she did it well. When Faith wrote her honors thesis proposal, it seemed a bit ambitious. I said, "Do you want to do a predictive ecological validity study for 2 tests of executive function? We could just do 1. Faith said, "Nah, let's do 2. I said, "You want to build an entire escape room in a lab in the basement with 5 unique cognitive task puzzles? There are easier things that we could do." Faith said, "Nah, don't want easy. This will be fun, and we can do it." And with the help of our amazing research assistant, Lily Baker, Faith got this done, and she did it well. And we are now going to San Francisco in a few weeks to present her research at a national conference. In her free time, Faith works as a registered behavioral technician at Total Spectrum in Aurora, helping children with autism. She organizes and supervises social nights for them. She coaches archery, football, basketball, and volunteers for the Naperville Humane Society. Faith gets stuff done. She gets it done well. Congratulations, Faith. I am grateful that I know you.
I asked Carl to stay up here with me because I was a little afraid of being up here by myself. The Shimer Great Book School Outstanding Student Award is going to Mia Rogers this year. Mia is in Ireland studying Irish history and culture. But I asked Carl for another reason, and that is to represent the fact that she's also a major in the Industrial Organization Psychology program. And that's a signal of why Mia is a really outstanding student. She has incredible versatility. She is an academic mentor for the Civic Humanities Project in the summers here for rising high school seniors. She tutors in the Scheimer math class on things like hyperbolic planes and Euclidean geometric proofs. She is an extraordinary ukulele player, and she really led our senior capstone course in the fall, which runs from the myth of Inanna in Mesopotamia up to things like Edwin Hubble's realm of the nebulae. She's really an extraordinary person, but what makes her really special is that she makes other people feel special. So for those of you who know Mia, I congratulate you on knowing her, and I look forward to her return, and thank you, Carl.
So I would like to invite Abigail Black, Abby, up to here as the outstanding major in sociology. As Abby approaches, let me be on, well, can I be honest? The president and the provost. Okay, I got the approval, I can be on. I didn't want to be here. Abby is certainly deserving. I was the one who nominated Abby for the award in sociology, but I hesitated because I thought our chair, Raleigh Blaisdell, would do an excellent job at announcing for Abby, and I've been here before. Yet I realized, perhaps, and not as quick as maybe some of the others, that this is my honor to present this award to Abby. Abby represents the best of what we try to do at North Central College, like so many others here. As such, it is my privilege, my good fortune, a blessing to stand here presenting this award to Abby. Sociologists talk about ideal types. Now, ideal types are, for theoretical reasons, a social form as it is that doesn't actually exist in reality. Well, Abby stretches the boundaries. She challenges this distinction between what's ideal and what's real. The ideal typical student is intellectually curious. Abby never stops asking questions, giving her take on the strengths and limitations of the social theories we examine, and sometimes my lectures. The ideal typical student is organized and focused. Abby is always present, always prepared, invariably in play on the topics and issues discussed. The ideal typical student is perseverant. Abby has faced a number of personal obstacles. She still pushes forward in a tough, practical, and resolute manner. The ideal typical student is a leader. There's the old E.F. Hutton TV commercial, which suggests, not this, but she suggests, when Abby speaks, others listen. The test of a true leader, like Abby, is when she speaks, others hear. Finally, the ideal typical student understands the difference between knowing the answer and asking the right questions. Abby is adept at separating the one from the other. All told, Abby adds tremendous value to whatever she undertakes. As a department and in my own medley of memorable students, we are proud to honor her as the outstanding major in sociology.
I have to follow Lou. Oh, yeah. It is an honor, an absolute honor, to recognize Sarah Andre as the first ever Outstanding Major in Criminology Award recipient. Sarah is an yes, please clap. Sarah is an exemplary scholar and top performer in all of her classes. Earlier today, much like many of the other students on this stage, she presented her research at the Rahl Symposium. She was examining perceptions of campus security cameras regarding personal safety and privacy concerns. This was part of a much larger senior criminology thesis, and she actually analyzed a different set of her thesis data, which she presented brilliantly at the 2024 Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences meeting earlier in March. She was also the first NCC student to have research accepted to this prestigious National Research Conference. She has masterfully blended the demands of being a full-time student, employee, and a student athlete, the latter having earned countless athletic accomplishments as a member of our women's soccer team, including, I've only listed a few, including United Soccer Coaches First Team Scholar All-American, Second Team All-American, All-Region, and CCIW All-Conference Honors. The list of Sarah's campus contributions is long, including serving as Director of Community Service for the women's soccer team, participating in the Psychology Club, and serving on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. But what's probably most important, all these things aside, and I met Sarah's family earlier today, and so I can tell you what's most important is the joy she brings all of those who are around her, including her professors, and especially this one. What's amazing about Sarah is how she lifts up those around her, her classmates, and especially the women around her, and she wants them all to join her at the top of their game. Because of this, Sarah, we are so grateful for the mark that you are leaving on this campus and undoubtedly the mark that you will make in this world.
Hello. A profound curiosity in everything human makes James Fetzer an ideal student of anthropology. And it should come as no surprise that Jim is this year's outstanding major in anthropology. One of the first times Jim came to my class, he had yarn and knitting needles with him. And knitting is an apt hobby for Jim. He understands how things that at first seem disconnected turn out to be part of a social tapestry. Jim also knows how to unravel poorly supported or poorly constructed arguments. And this is not just picking at nits, but instead of subjecting claims to careful examination of their logic and evidence. Beyond his major area of study, Jim is also a gifted language learner, and in another allied field, Jim has completed meaningful coursework on religion. I think about these as warp and weft. His breadth of knowledge in language and religion help him navigate the difficult anthropological tension between commonality and diversity. It also leads to meaningful classroom conversations that tie together some of the most fundamental human experiences. Beyond the classroom, Jim twice participated in field studies in Highland, Guatemala. On these trips, he was an enthusiastic learner and a quiet leader. Being an experienced knitter made indigenous Guatemala a place of particular interest and engagement for Jim. And like many young anthropologists, Jim had real difficulty resisting sales pitches of artisanal weavers, carvers, and potters. The experienced anthropologist notes that there are worse weaknesses to have and worse professional hazards to negotiate. We have all learned more when Jim is in class. We have all enjoyed field work more when Jim is with us. Jim, we'll miss you very much.
Tariq, you have been consistently dedicated to departmental contributions across your time at North Central. In a variety of productions and roles, you always work with enthusiasm and with commitment, no matter the task. You're a role model for other students in the collaborative environment of theater. Your dedication to both generosity and to excellence has made a consistent impact on the work of your peers and your faculty. Faculty also recognize you as a leader in the rehearsal room, saying that your humor and your open, productive attitude empowers others around you to be their most authentic selves. I remember, I think, your first production here in Songs for a New World. You were quietly working to build what became some of the most memorable and evocative portions of the show. You are open to new forms and new experiences, whether it's a new debut musical like Renaissance, committing to working through the specifics of an advanced tap routine, or an unusual new skill like working with a stage magician for a magic routine as part of a performance. It may seem like a small thing sometimes, but it's so significant to be able to look at and invest in new ways of storytelling. And your commitment to being open to specific technical things to work through, your willingness to say that you're ready to work, you're ready to take risks, and then moving through it to really commit to excellence and achieve something that everyone can hold up as a point of pride has been a generosity to this department. On behalf of the Department of Theater, congratulations on your achievement as the outstanding major in musical theater. Chris, we are so impressed with what you've been able to accomplish in a short time frame here. You've been a consistent, hardworking presence since your transfer to North Central, and you have been involved with the show almost every semester, either as a performer or now directing in the Storefront series this spring. You are a model for student work in class. In coursework, you're always prepared. You work with enthusiasm and curiosity and eagerness to learn and to take in new information and to absorb as much as you can. You find the interest and the value beyond the surface level of experience and a humility that hard things are worth doing. You find the detail in projects, and you can look at a play from the perspective of an actor, of a designer, and of a director. In all of these projects, your dedication to both a true generosity of spirit towards the experience of your peers and those around you, and your dedication to the accomplishment of a final product has made a consistent impact on the work of your peers and faculty. Chris, you invest fully and sometimes put a lot of pressure on yourself in putting out interesting and memorable work that connects with your audience on every level of task, whether it's an exercise in comedy with Sir Crispy Bacon in class, handcrafting scenic design model to represent the details of a script, or lighting a scene while also mounting a full-scale production of a new and never-before staged script. Your contributions here have made a significant impact. On behalf of the Department of Theater faculty, congratulations on your achievement as the outstanding major in theater. Claire, though you first arrived here as a performer, you have developed to make significant contributions to theatrical design, picking up a double major, moving across different design disciplines to prove an asset to the department and to our theatrical season. Actors have long hours in the rehearsal room, and even when you have a big job the night before that requires preparation and focus, you consistently return on time or early, ready to work the next morning as a quiet model for hard work and preparation in class. Your dedication to both focus and to generosity and collaboration has made a consistent impact on the work of your peers and faculty. Your professors say that your work ethic, your energy, your determination to elevate the creative rooms you are in makes a difference. You provide multi-talented contributions from scenic design to costume design to lighting design teams. Your creative work brings abstract and dynamic thought to scenic design, and your costume design is truly lively work designed to elevate character-specific aspects, even in a world premiere script that included both human and fantastical elements. You have beautiful costume renderings, you always humbly support the creative work of your peers, and you contribute to a focused and productive collaborative environment. Your growth as a designer over the past few years has been remarkable. You grasp things very quickly, and your calm dedication to the task and to the project has raised the work of productions and the classroom. On behalf of the Department of Theater, congratulations on your achievement as the outstanding major in theatrical design and technology.
Good afternoon. The faculty members of the accounting department have selected Michael Klazura as the outstanding major in accounting. Michael is an excellent, engaged, and curious student. Michael is incredibly active and engaged leader on campus. Michael has a giving spirit in the classroom, with his peers, and in the community. Notably, he serves as the president of the Student Accounting Society and has been instrumental in growing connections with local firms and raising funds for various events on campus. Michael has also been a driving force in growing our volunteer income tax assistance program. We'll miss Michael's constant presence, infectious enthusiasm, and unyielding kindness. Michael will graduate this spring having completed the 150 credit hours required to take the CPA examination. In fact, he's already taken 2 parts of the CPA exam during spring term, which is quite the feat. Characteristically, Michael will have a busy summer as he studies for the remainder of the CPA examination and starts his career at RSM as a tax associate in the real estate division. It is with great pride that we present Michael as the outstanding major in accounting. Congratulations.
On behalf of the faculty in the Department of Economics and Finance, it's my great honor to announce that this year's outstanding major in economics is not a single student, but 2 amazing students, Robert Bamer and Jeffrey Hemmelgarn. First, Bobby is pursuing a bachelor's in business administration with an economics major and minors in math and finance. Your professors appreciate both your innate ability and the strong work ethic that you have exhibited in your economics courses. You have been, quote, truly stellar in the classroom. Bobby has already been well recognized for his academic performance by the NCAA and twice by the CCIW. The economics department is proud to add to your academic honors as our outstanding major, and we would like to extend our congratulations to you as well. We have Bobby with us for 1 additional football season. Before he graduates in December of this year, we wish you the best of luck in your final semester. Oh, he could have stayed. Jeffrey Hemmelgarn, our other outstanding major in economics, is a double major in applied mathematics and economics, and yes, you've seen him before. He's also a student athlete, part of the basketball team, if that wasn't obvious. Your professors truly appreciate your keen mind, your attention to detail, and your willingness to engage with your peers in meaningful discussion, yes, even in economics. You have been an absolute pleasure to have in class, and we appreciate your willingness to share your knowledge as an academic tutor. Jeffrey will be attending a very unique program at Purdue University this fall where he can combine his love of data analytics and sports. He'll be working on his master's in sport engineering, and we wish him the best of luck. And on behalf of the faculty in the Department of Economics and Finance, it's my great honor to announce that this year's outstanding major in finance has been awarded to Nathan Stalianos. I practiced this earlier. Stalionis. Okay. Nathan will graduate in May with a bachelor's in business administration with a major in finance and a minor in accounting. Your professors truly appreciate your meticulous attention to detail, to the point that if he had an incorrect answer in an assignment, the instructor would often double-check their own work on the answer key. Another professor said that Nathan had impressed him with his logical insights into several key issues in financial markets. You are the model finance student and consistently set the standards high, leaving both your professors and fellow students in awe of your work. Nathan was able to turn his internship at Gerber Collision and Glass into part-time work, and now he plans to transition to full-time work after graduation. We're so proud of you, Nathan, and congratulate you on this achievement.
I have the distinct honor to present this Outstanding Majors in Human Resource Management Award to 2 incredibly well-deserving individuals, Catherine Huey and Erica Johnson. Katie and Erica have demonstrated excellence and leadership both inside and outside of the classroom, with campus activities too numerous to fully mention, but a select few include that Katie was a member of the women's soccer team, which claimed the program's first CCIW conference title and NCAA tournament bid. Katie is also involved in Focus Faith Group and Chinese Club and was a first-year mentor as well as part of the athletic mentorship program. She contributed directly to the HR major by serving on the search committee to bring in our most recent full-time HR management professor. Erica was also a student athlete and served as co-captain for women's track, which has won every CCIW conference title during her time on the team. Erica participated in the 2023 Illinois SHRM Human Resource Case Competition, with her team bringing home second place finish. Her involvement also included acting as president of Breakaway, she is also a Leadership in Ethics and Values Fellow, and chair of the Class of 2024 Committee. While their tangible achievements are plenty, their inquisitive minds, ambition, and engagement in continual learning are also what have made them obvious choices for this Outstanding Majors in Human Resource Management Award. It is fitting that they are both in my class at this moment and working together on a group project that has been, I can honestly say, one of the best things that I have ever seen from students in depth and detail and insight. Katie and Erica both have a bright future ahead of them, and I can't wait to see how they carry forth their experiences at North Central College to help them navigate that future. Congratulations and good luck.
Nathan Hallbrader is the Outstanding Major in Management. Nathan is extremely diligent in all of his classes, making sure that his tests and papers are practically perfect. While quiet, he works well with others in a variety of contexts on in-class materials and presentations. His broad interests cover not only management, but accounting and environmental studies as well. Nathan truly exemplifies North Central College's student athletes. In addition to his excellence in academics, he's also an avid runner and co-captain of the cross-country and track teams here. Mr. Hallbrader is well on his way to a successful career. He previously was a finance intern at Supply Corps, Inc., working in roles with vendors, invoices, and payments. He is currently an audit and tax intern with Seipert and Company, working with municipalities and nonprofit organizations. And among his many talents, Nathan was also a skilled forklift driver for Menards. So congratulations, Nathan.
Hello, I'm pleased to announce Caitlin Tyler as the Outstanding Major in Marketing. Katie is a senior marketing major with a minor in political science and a concentration in ethical leadership. During her time on campus, Katie has leveraged her marketing skills and passion for community organizing to bring awareness to important causes, provide avenues for students to share their voices, and inspire others to mobilize for change. Katie is the president and founder of the National Organization for Women Campus Action Network. Through this club, she coordinates diverse social justice efforts. For example, she led the organization in elevating youth voices at the 2023 National Organization for Women's Conference in Washington, D.C. She also organized a Women in the Workplace panel this spring to give students a vision for gender equality at work. Katie has also made a lasting impact in her marketing courses. In Dr. Carly Drake's Fall 23 IMC class, Katie and her group mates developed an impressive marketing campaign for a community fitness event. Katie demonstrated a deep awareness of consumer needs and challenges around health and well-being. This engaging event was hosted by 6 local fitness studios and welcomed 50 individuals from the community. Through it all, Katie has achieved academic excellence. She's been on the Dean's List of Scholars every year, and she's received multiple leadership, ethics, and values scholarships. In her marketing classes, she stands out as curious, passionate, and relentless. Katie's drive to use marketing as a vehicle for change is commendable. We wish her all the best as she pursues a career in political marketing after graduation. Congratulations, Katie.
The Department of Education awards its outstanding elementary education major to Ms. Paige Arndt. Whether in the classroom or in a dance studio, there is nothing Paige cares more about than nurturing her students' talents. Paige's creativity, level of empathy, and drive for teaching made her a great candidate for this year's Elementary Education Award. She is a proactive, prepared, and conscientious teacher candidate who is not afraid to ask questions and grapple with complex answers. In and out of the classroom, Paige stands out by reflecting on issues of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, and works towards social justice and equity in her teaching. She is an advocate and an ally for her students from underrepresented groups and serves as a knowledge broker, often sharing what she knows to benefit others' growth and learning. Paige has been involved in Project LEAD, a statewide initiative for leaders in education advocating for diversity for many years, and has shown strong leadership in person and online. Due to her nature to be a lifelong learner and her level of empathy towards others, Paige will be a great asset to her future students. We are pleased to name Paige Arndt our outstanding elementary education major, congratulate her on this big moment, and look forward to the next chapter in her career. The Department of Education has awarded its outstanding secondary ed major to Mr. Justin DeCanio. Justin's senior art showcase would demonstrate to anyone that he is, in his own right, a creative artist. His art tells a story and is always connected to life, where the audience can see their own stories through his art. But Justin is not just an artist. He is an artist and a teacher in equal parts. He has an amazing ability to connect social emotional learning to art lessons, and he strives to build relationships with his students through art. He partners with District 204, more on that in a moment. He partners with District 204 teachers for the annual art show and is always excited to help out in the community. As he works with his students, Justin shows humility as he shares about his own journey to motivate the next generation. We believe that Justin's future students will not only learn and grow by being in his classroom, but they'll have a lot of fun while they're doing it. For his passion, creativity, and growth, the Department of Education is delighted to recognize Justin DeCanio as the outstanding secondary education major for 2023 and look forward to the next chapter in his career teaching elementary art at Nancy Young Elementary School in District 204. Congratulations, Justin.
Good afternoon. Jessica Ramirez is the Exercise Science Major of the Year. As a transfer student, Jessica has made a positive impact on our community since she arrived on our campus. She's demonstrated academic excellence and is set to graduate with honors this spring. A Dean's List scholar each semester, Jessica has been able to find balance while being an all-conference student athlete who is highly engaged in co-curricular activities. She's been recognized as the Exercise Science Junior of the Year, served as the Exercises Medicine Program Student Representative, and is a member of 3 honor societies, including Tau Sigma Transfer Student Honor Society, Alpha Eta Society for Allied Health, and the Chi Alpha Sigma Society for High Academic and Athletic Achievements. She's been a leader, bless you, in her time at North Central College as a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, as captain of the bowling team, and as an executive board member for the Health and Exercise Association, serving as treasurer, vice president, and president. She's been an engaged member of our discipline, attending multiple professional conferences in her time at North Central College. We're excited for Jessica's future as she prepares to begin the Doctor of Physical Therapy program at Midwestern University this summer. Congratulations to you, Jessica.
It is my pleasure to present today the Outstanding Major in Health Sciences, Sierra Van Kranenbach.
Sierra embodies a true understanding of the liberal arts perspective by incorporating and connecting the healthcare world and skills from one class to another and from one discipline to another. In healthcare today, emphasis is placed on a clinician's ability to connect with their patients and be patient-centered by incorporating their knowledge and skills, but also by thinking of the patient as an individual. Sierra has demonstrated that she certainly can view multiple perspectives and that she will excel at this in the future. Her professors have said that she is always engaging in class discussions and that she offers multiple viewpoints, and certainly is a pleasure to have in class. I know from the day that I first had her in class, she certainly went above and beyond with her assignments. And a less than glamorous part of healthcare is the documentation. Sierra has demonstrated that she will excel at this as well, which is evident by, in her assignments, I cannot recall a specific, or any assignment where she didn't include a comment saying, I have attached a PDF of my assignment for you. If that does not open properly, I've also incorporated a word.doc. And if that doesn't open, please email me immediately and I will find another form or version to include for you. Thank you, Sierra. I'm so pleased to report that Sierra will continue her graduate studies here at North Central College. She has already been accepted to the Master of Occupational Therapy program and will begin this fall. Congratulations.
It is my honor to present to you our Sport Management Major of the Year, Paige Runkle. Paige is a lot of things: an academic all-conference athlete, a scholar who presented her work today, a worker with the conference services and camps here on campus, a president of the Sport by NC Student Club on campus, a tenacious and confident young woman, and really just simply the best. Yes, the best. True story. I mentioned Paige's name in class this semester to a class that she was not in attendance of, and a student in class looked to her neighbor and said, do you know Paige? She's the best. And so when thinking about who should we select as our Major of the Year, why not go to the best? In addition to being the best, Paige is a thinker and a doer. And I'll illustrate this by a game I sometimes find myself playing with my students. It kind of goes like this. I'll ask a question, maybe about a scenario or about the reading from overnight, and the students will respond with a series of faces and body positions that resemble something like the thinker, the head scratcher, the ghost beard, or a sort of other things that they come up with. Luckily for us, we don't have to continue this charade for too long and come up with more and more poses to get through, because Paige is into the room delivering a thoughtful response in her head that she is going to provide for the rest of us. And in this reason, amongst many other reasons, she is a thinker, a doer, and simply the best. And this year, she is our Sport Management Major of the Year.
Tori has been a top student in the East Asian Studies program for the whole 4 years that she's been here, so it's no surprise that she's our outstanding major. I've had her in 4 regular classes, but really got to know her much better during a 2-week study abroad program to Japan last May, and then this semester supervising her capstone independent study project. Her research project is called Japanese Pop for All, Localization's Contribution to Japan's Pop Culture Success. And it was beautifully presented at the Rawl Symposium today. She did a fantastic job. Now, one of the best things about my job is that I actually get paid to work with students to explore manga, anime, and video games. But it's especially true when you have a student like Tori who just is so deeply engaged. And throughout the whole semester, we had wonderful discussions, which I will miss. But I wish you all the best in your postgraduate endeavors. She's an exceptional student and wonderful human being, so please join me in recognizing her as this year's outstanding major in East Asian Studies.
On behalf of the Global Studies program, I'm pleased to honor Selemani Camarindo with the Outstanding Major in Global Studies Award. Selemani is an engaging, thoughtful, and determined student whose impact goes far beyond the traditional classroom walls. Simply put, Selemani is an extraordinary individual. He speaks, is it 6 languages or 7 languages? 7 languages. He's played professional soccer all over the world. He's also known the struggles of living as a refugee and the pain of having to flee his home because of war. Yet despite the many challenges he has faced, you will find no one more optimistic or grateful. He so perfectly embodies our campus mission of being curious, engaged, ethical, and purposeful citizens. Selemani lives his education and seeks to help transform the lives of those around him. He and his family regularly welcome refugees into their home and help them start their new life in America. He has and will continue to have a powerful and positive impact on the world around us. He will change lives, and I can't wait to watch it happen. Congratulations, Selemani, on this award and for embodying the notion that borders, both physical and intellectual, must be crossed if we're going to truly become global citizens. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I am very pleased to announce that this year's outstanding major in environmental studies is Mr. Ian Lepat. If there was ever a student for whom the laws of space and time don't apply, it is Ian. Here's a brief summary of what Ian has accomplished in his 4 years at North Central. Double major in environmental studies and biology, 3 distinct research projects, first with the Shedd Aquarium studying amphibian conservation ecology, then with North Central's Coffee Lab studying carbon sequestration in small-scale coffee farms in Guatemala, at La Trobe University in Australia at the Wildlife Conservation and Reproductive Endocrinology Lab, the latter of which he used for his honors thesis titled Validating the Use of Filter Paper as a Non-Invasive Hormone Monitoring Technique in Lindodynastes tasmaniensis. He also served on the honor student leadership team and has mentored first-year honor students. And he participated in a May term to Ecuador and the Galapagos Islands. I'll mention too, as a side note, that he also found time in his schedule to attend classes. And his faculty are grateful for him squeezing us in and making us feel useful. His faculty say Ian is a role model for how to be an active learner, raising the bar for everyone, including me. Another faculty member said, Ian approaches learning with a rare blend of enthusiasm, curiosity, and humility. He's what all interdisciplinary students should aspire to be. After graduation, Ian will be working in a genomics and histopathology lab here in Naperville with a long-term goal of getting a PhD in environmental health or conservation biology. Congratulations, Ian. Job well done.
The Dr. Fran Navakis Student in Interdisciplinary Studies Award recognizes a student who embodies the spirit of thinking across the divisions of higher education. This year's recipient is Reagan Jordan. Reagan has done so much both inside and outside of the classroom, demonstrating her passion for education, advocacy, empowerment, equity, and social justice during her time here, among other things. I had to keep it short here. She'll be graduating this spring with a BA in secondary education and social science/history, and she is taking time away from student teaching to be with us today, so thank you. In the classroom, she has worked with Teach First, conducting research on the pipeline of diverse teachers. She has also been involved in Project LEAD, serving as a mentor for teacher candidates. Dr. Shaw shared that Reagan has a very bright future as a teacher, scholar, and activist. Reagan's presence on campus has become ubiquitous. She is the president of Students Demand Action, the co-vice president of Ed Rising, the campus captain of the Hidden Opponent, and an ambassador for Morgan's Message. She's also a student athlete on the lacrosse team and works at Osterley Library, where I had the privilege of getting to know her. Reagan is a talented listener and change maker. She turns towards difficult topics rather than away, and especially when it's something that could be made better for others. It's a skill that will make her an excellent teacher. For example, Reagan and her lacrosse teammates saw a problem with a historical marker on campus, and she put in the work of bringing the right voices to the table and getting a new historical marker put in place. In that process, she became a knowledge broker on the history of the land where our campus is, and
gave practical strategies for creating a revised land acknowledgement statement for North Central College. Off campus, Reagan planned and hosted the Young Black Changemakers Summit in partnership with Students Demand Action in Atlanta, Georgia. They had over 90 black students from all over the country gathered to discuss resources for mobilizing against gun violence. She led panels both at that conference and a few others, yeah. This fall, Reagan will take her indomitable energy to Washington, D.C., where she will be teaching social studies at the middle school level. To quote Dr. Keating, North Central is a better place because Reagan has been here. Congratulations.
Oh, I love this day. Look at all the gifts in this room. Today, we recognize an outstanding group of college scholars who've completed a demanding honors curriculum, including a study away requirement. They finished their thesis projects by 5 o'clock p.m. yesterday, and presented their work this morning at the Rawl Symposium. A full list of students' thesis projects representing many months of research, writing, and revision can be found in your program. Along with my honors co-director, Dr. Sue Lafferty, I'd like to thank all the faculty members, librarians, and success coaches who have taught and mentored our honors students, and for your dedication to the College Scholars Program. Will all of you who served this year as an honors thesis director, a second reader, or librarian, please stand and be appreciated? Now let's pay tribute to the graduating college scholars here today. We will celebrate again at the College Scholars Courting Ceremony on May 3rd. So today I'll just ask them to stand. College scholars? College scholars? Please stand. In addition to completing coursework in your major and minor fields of study, you've refined your critical thinking and communication skills in a series of interdisciplinary courses. You persevered through the ups and downs of a multi-semester independent project. You learned to collaborate and ask good questions, along the way making lifelong memories and friendships. Your work and leadership have made a significant contribution to the College Scholars Program, and we thank you. We wish you continued accomplishments and purpose, and look forward to celebrating with you in the next couple of weeks. We can't wait to learn what you'll do next, and we hope you know your Cardinal family will always be here for you. Thank you.
The NCAA Division III philosophy places, and I quote, the highest priority on the overall quality of the educational experience. It is my honor as faculty athletic representative to the NCAA to recognize our student athletes who exemplify this belief. Being named an academic All-American is the highest honor a student athlete can achieve. It requires excellence both in the classroom and in their sport. Typically, this includes earning a high grade point average and making a significant contribution to their respective team during competition. Our student athletes won 78 individual academic All-American awards over the last year. This is an incredible number. Please turn to page 32 in your program if you are using our digital program or picked one up this morning. If you picked one up coming in and have a printed program, it is page 12. To see a list of our award-winning student athletes. I don't think I can overstate the significance of this recognition. For perspective, most academic All-American award programs select one roster for each sport from NCAA Division III member institutions. There are over 400 member institutions across the country. This means these student athletes are the best of the best. We are often talking about the top 1% of student athletes or better. In addition to individual award winners across 16 different teams, North Central earned team academic awards in 14 different sports. Men's cross country, women's cross country, women's volleyball, women's wrestling, men's swimming and diving, women's swimming and diving, women's tennis, men's golf, women's golf, men's track and field, women's track and field, men's volleyball, baseball, and women's lacrosse. Please join me in congratulating our award-winning student athletes and teams with a round of applause.
Outstanding Service to Student Life Award. I am honored to award this year's Outstanding Student Life Award Giovanni Hernandez. Anyone who meets Giovanni will be greeted with his warm smile and his enthusiasm for life that will make your day. His involvement shines on campus, and he has been inspirational to his peers and even his faculty and staff. Giovanni is a peer scholar, team coordinator, a multicultural peer educator, and has led many initiatives to bring awareness to underserved student populations, such as AAPI Heritage Week, Pride Week, and Latinx Heritage Month. Giovanni's spirit creates a spirit of belonging to everyone he engages with. His dedication to helping others is noted by his supervisors and other staff. They see his work, and his benefit shows through the students he has helped, and they continue to flourish and thrive at North Central College due to his leadership. Help me congratulate Giovanni Hernandez. The Margaret Ewell Award is next. The Margaret, also known as Maggie Ewell Award, is given to the student who has overcome great obstacles to achieve their degree. This award honors their perseverance, tenacity, and spirit. This is given in honor of Maggie Ewell, who suffered a stroke during her sophomore year at North Central College and passed away in 2015. This year's recipient of Maggie Ewell Award is James McGlashon. Unfortunately, James could not be here with us today. James is a talented first-generation college student from Chicago Taft High School who will graduate next month with his bachelor's degree in writing. During his time at North Central, he has been an active member of the men's cross-country team, the track and field team, 30 North, the College Literacy Magazine, and Cardinal First. In January of his junior year, James experienced a devastating loss to the sudden unexpected death of his father. James made a difficult decision to step away from North Central for one semester to grieve and to be with his family in Chicago and to help his mom care for his 6-year-old brother with autism. Without going into more details, James has overcome great obstacles to earn this degree and demonstrates the tenacity, spirit, and perseverance that honors this award. Please help me congratulate James.
My name is Paige Koziel, and it is my honor as president of the Student Governing Association to present this year's Harold R. Wilde Distinguished Service Award. This award is given out every year by the Student Governing Association to the staff or a faculty member that SGA believes goes above and beyond their job and offers help to students as well as the community. This year's winner has for some time and continues to put his whole heart into the programs at North Central and the community. I have known this professor through his work with the First Gen programs, and now I have the pleasure of having him as a professor. Only about 57% of Americans are considered financially literate, and he is working every day to make sure that number is increasing. His door is always open for students, regardless if they are his students or students who are interested in learning more about their finances, loans, and credit cards. He is an associate professor of economics and finance and serves as the founding director of North Central College's Center for Financial Literacy, and I truly have enjoyed learning from him this semester. In acknowledgement of your accomplishments at North Central, we are pleased to present you with the selection of this service award. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge this year's award winner, Dr. Ryan Decker.
The recipient of the 2024 Megan Sweeney Award is Erica L. Johnson. This award honors a senior who has been an excellent student, but has also made meaningful contributions outside of the classroom. I had the great honor of knowing and working with Megan Sweeney, a 2001 graduate of North Central College who majored in psychology and minored in French, who died too soon while pursuing a graduate degree at Northern Illinois University. Megan accomplished so much here while facing many challenges and many headwinds. As she motored around campus in her wheelchair, she looked for ways to make us better. She rarely complained, believing her energy was better spent in doing something that would make a difference. Deeds, not creeds. As a student in psychological assessment, Megan may not have loved the psychometric computations, but she invested time and energy in understanding them because when used with care, she believed this knowledge could help others. That was such a Megan thing. Megan challenged us to think about access as she struggled to get to her classes in the old Science Center. She challenged us to focus on what people can do and not look at the limitations that might hold them back. This story sounds to me like Erica L. Johnson. Erica has faced challenges and headwinds, and she has confronted these obstacles by taking positive actions to excel academically, athletically, and personally. Erica is making the world better as a leader in Breakaway, as a leadership ethics and values fellow, a career peer advisor, a course preceptor, and so much more. Her philosophy of "we will grow through this" led to her honors thesis as she developed a salutogenic training program to help student leaders take more control over their lives, to become more resilient, and to develop a healthy internal locus of control. Megan Sweeney made the world better. Knowing Megan made me a better person. Erica Johnson is making the world better. Knowing her has made my life better. Erica, congratulations. Megan would be proud of you.
Jennifer, I also love occasions like this. I feel like my heart is full. And I hope you really have a great understanding of the outstanding work that our students do. Congratulations again to all of you. And again, thank you to all of our faculty who have helped our students to get to this point. It is now my honor to present our two final awards. Each year, a committee of faculty and staff selects one or more outstanding seniors, individuals whose character and contributions have made a distinctive and lasting impact on our Cardinal community. These outstanding seniors must have a minimum 3.0 grade point average and be involved in the academic and extracurricular life of the college. They must also demonstrate extraordinary leadership potential and the drive and character to create a more just and humane world. Today it is my pleasure to recognize two outstanding seniors. From what I have learned, both of these individuals meet and far exceed those criteria. The first outstanding senior is described as a connector, a social scientist, artist, and humanities scholar, someone who brings energy and passion to everything she does. And I know her, and she really does. She has been in the College Scholars Honors Program with a double major in political science and English, plus a minor in gender and sexuality studies. She is a leader in her classes, staying intellectually vulnerable, open-minded, encouraging, and supportive of her peers. She has also been highly engaged as a campus citizen because she has a deep and abiding sense of community. Here are just some of her on-campus leadership roles. Member of Cardinal First, first-year mentor and part of orientation staff, Premier Scholars Program participant and team leader, career peer advisor in the Center for Career and Professional Development, writing center tutor, editor of the Chronicle, and on the 30 North staff, member of the Sigma Tau Delta English Honor Society, student leader for the Sankofa program. Importantly, she chose roles that would enable her to help others grow. As one faculty member said, she uses the ladder she has built for herself to bring others up with her. Please join me in congratulating 2024 North Central College Outstanding Senior, Tabitha Zuniga Diana. I'm staring at her while I'm reading her bio, and she's like, I'm not gonna cry. I don't know if she's really talking about me or not. I was, and congratulations. She's so sweet. Our second outstanding senior is an exemplary student whose impact on others as a scholar, citizen, and person is immeasurable. According to a faculty member, this student engages with complex classroom material by raising important theoretical and applied questions that lead her peers toward deeper understanding. She approaches tasks with, and I quote, dedication and an effervescent joy, while exemplifying integrity, honesty, and perseverance. A student in the College Scholars Honors Program, she majored in Human Resources Management while pursuing minors in Industrial Organizational Psychology and Ethical Leadership. She's behind me, so she's beginning to figure out who she is too. After graduation, she plans to attend graduate school. She aims to make a difference in the development of tomorrow's workforce. She has already made a difference at North Central in the following ways. She is a first-generation college student and an active member of Cardinal First. She has been an orientation staff leader and first-year mentor, working with more than 50 first-year students in the past 2 years alone. She has also been a Leadership Ethics and Values Fellow, a Career Center Advisor, a member of the Interdenominational Worship Group Focus, a president of the community service organization Breakaway, and a member of the track and field team. This student was the college's recipient of the prestigious 2023 Lincoln Laureate Award. You have already seen her on the stage today a couple of times, but please again join me in congratulating the 2024 North Central College Outstanding Senior, Erica Johnson. I love surprises. Okay, this has just been an outstanding program, and thank you again. I think we would be remiss if we did not honor one additional group. Some of you have read papers. Some of you have gotten midnight phone calls. Some of you have had shoulders to lean on, cries, and provided encouragement and support for our students. And many of you are here in honor of them. I don't think that our students would be here where they were today without the parents, the family members, and the partners who support them. So if you would stand and be recognized so that your students could thank you as well. Okay, I hope I am not leading this part, but I would like to ask you now to stand as we sing our alma mater. Susan Chow was here somewhere. Please remain in your seats until we have sung the alma mater and the processional team has moved from the stage.